You wish you were me.
Anyway, hey you guys, what's another episode of DayShawnrshow? And you know, we just got done seeing the damn Visit, and
The Visit.
This motherfucker recommended. I didn't know what the fuck it was.
Honestly, I watched it because apparently YouTube has been going fucking crazy with the Visit ads. So I was like, yeah, whatever. Let's go watch this shit. And also, it was too late for us to watch anything else. And the other movie we wanted to see, Super Ultra, that one wasn't up there anymore.
And not to mention, we gotta see. Come on, say all of them. I might wait until that shit come on damn DVD or Blu-ray. I can find a link online that has now like a good movie variation of it. Maybe, I don't know. I probably shouldn't be saying this shit on camera, but. But anyway, The Visit, about two teens going to see their grandparents that they never seen before. It sounds like something that's going to go terribly wrong, because if a story like that, you usually be boring as fuck. So you know you have to add a little trick to it.
Do you know what I don't like about this though? Is that if you look at the previews of this movie, it makes it look like that the grandparents are actually possessed by something, like a monster and shit like that. Because you know, like when she was eating the cookies and shit and she yelled Yahtzee, it's like how that presented it. It was like, oh, okay, so there's like a spirit in the house that's making them do this shit. But then you watch it and it's like, well, now, you know, she has like night schizophrenia and shit where whenever like the sun goes down, like she reverts to like a weird feral animal and shit and just walks on all fours and shit. And
crawl the damn wall while being nude.
It's like she fast as fuck for an old woman too. I don't get that.
I ain't knew that shit, you like got like a mental disability could be at that damn level like that. That like even in your 60s and 70s you man can move as fast, man, as a goddamn cheetah. It's like, what the fuck? Or as strong as an ox like the granddad.
You just like tackle some random dude like out of nowhere.
He's following me. Y'all like, cause you know the way they were acting, I was looking like, okay, it's something gotta be up with these people. Either they not really their grandparents or they just possessed by some type of demonic figure. That I was looking at the whole time until we actually find out the truth near the end.
Oh yeah. What actually seemed a bit crazy to me though was the fact of like the story, or at least like the whole story of this movie was that it had an underlying message of that their mother left to marry their father. Their father left and he left somewhere around when around like after 10 years of them being together, he found somebody else. And the whole story of this is that they're going to their grandparents' house so that they can get it on camera of their grandparents saying that they forgive their mother. And it's a small little undertone of the older sister Becca asking the younger brother Tyler if they hate their father because he left. You know,
people leave. They actually show that too. A lot of people do leave. I mean, it's life. If you just don't, if you're not in love with nobody, the person no more, you're just gonna leave. The point of staying there is because of your kids.
Yeah, true. I mean, like that is sort of, well, that's people's car, but that's sort of the crazy message about it, and it was something of. I personally sort of see that. I mean, like, I can personally, like, relate to, like, Tyler and whatnot in that sort of sense of saying, like, okay, your father left your mother for somebody else. Do you hate your father for that? No, I don't. Well, now, elaborate. I don't have to elaborate. It's like, I don't hate my father. Why should I? You know. But I will be fair, though, is that, like, a lot of this, or at least, like, in the early parts, it seems as though is that they were dropping a lot of exposition instead of just showing like, okay, this is the father, them both getting together. You know, like how did you ever see Up? Mm-hmm. Do you know how Up started off with them like as kids, then getting together, and then, you know, doing all that? I'm like, I don't know why they didn't just sort of have, well, fuck that. I don't know why they didn't have them together. And then just slowly say like 10 years later, he just leaves, and then you get a little bit better context from that.
I know, but they probably want to make the movie that long, because you could tell it wasn't on like a high budget.
I mean, really, it wasn't even on that high of a budget. I mean, like they wait until the end of the movie to actually start like throwing in film of what their father looked like, and I'm like, I don't know who this guy is. I have no emotional connection to him.
John, what did I tell you about how you is with your critic?
No, no, that's not even the critic side of me. When they showed those films of their father, how in the world did you feel?
They didn't give a fuck.
Exactly.
But like I said, but a lot of people wouldn't actually look into that type of shit though, man. I looked at that shit like, no, I really don't give a fuck. Okay, whoopie fucking do.
That's kind of the point, man. When like the entire message for right now is like, okay, how men do these kids feel about their father? And it's like, well, now you see him, you're like, well, I don't give a fuck. It's like, well, you fucked up.
Right, but we ain't gonna really see why we actually completely going and dealt with this movie, because I don't like spoiling movies for people. Some people look at reviews of movies that just like, he spoiled it for me.
Well, honestly,
but one thing I can say is Tyler.
Well, what do you like about
Tyler Rigger? I like him. I like him for being a rigger.
Yeah, I know. I like my own personal Tyler. He bald, but hey, he is amazing.
He's a rigger too.
Exactly.
And not to mention Rebecca.
Becca.
She's highly intelligent. She is.
She was sort of annoying me a little bit though.
Well, because she got that
no
bitchy size or whatever.
No.
The camera though, that shit look awesome.
Of course it does. But the part, well, I will be fair. The only parts of her that actually really annoyed me was when she was really getting into the whole documentary thing of actually filming people. Because yes, this is a what did they call those, like the first person camera things, where like it's completely shot like in first person, like how Chronicle was.
Yeah, documentary. That's what you call it.
It wasn't like a documentary. It was more or less like a first person shot. And
I forgot what the fuck you call it.
And the movie is pretty much shot like all the way through, just like that. And it's not a problem. The only thing is though is that like Becca has these scenes where like she's asking people questions, and she's asking them questions. You know, like how I said earlier with her asking her brother and shit.
How will you? So what? If you could be an animal, what type of animal will you be?
Oh, that's fine. All that's fine. And I will never answer that question.
I'll be a fucking lion.
Well, you say that because you look like the fucking thing.
It was my hair down here, but still, I'll be a lion.
Oh Jesus!
Be a fucking king.
I'll be a fucking kangaroo, because that man can rip buckets in half with no fucking problem. I can rip steel buckets in half with no problem and punch people in the face.
But no, it was a pretty decent movie. I enjoyed it actually.
Lo and behold, for however I react, there are parts of this movie which that did not necessarily resonate with me too much. Probably because
he's spoony. He don't like nothing.
No. It was how the movie was structured, because the first half, because I swear the whole first half of the fucking movie is them dropping exposition to something in which that they could have shown me, and talking about the backstory of their mother, a character who really doesn't have all that much screen time. So I'm like, you could have like given me something else here, or you could have given me more of Becca and Tyler. But you know, it's like, or at least like, or pretty much sort of like show them like how they were excited to meet their grandparents. Have they ever been to a place like this? Like what literally started them, man, to do this shit? How come is it that, man, like whenever, man, they're being chased, man, by fucking crazy ass old people, they never drop the fucking camera? Like, give me information about that.
I mean, damn, they wasn't dropping that cow. Like, damn, is she gonna let that bitch go? I mean, she will get the mirror. Like, what the? Bitch, drop the camera and fight. Oh, bash her head in. You got a weapon in your hand. Bash her head in with it.
She did use it, and that camera is durable as fuck, because that camera is strong enough to break off a door handle.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Like, why come they never dropped that fucking camera? That still gets me.
But like I said, pretty decent movie. I mean, y'all should check that shit out. Do not listen to this asshole.
Actually,
he think he's talking that need a damn novel of the damn thing to get the whole story.
Listen to me, because I'm like, listen, this movie is passable. It is really good, and honestly, it is not a waste of $6 if you want to catch it up on a matinee. I probably wouldn't catch it on day one, man, when this shit, man.
For $10?
No, not $10. That shit's like $12 now.
On some real shit.
Yes, it is.
Well, shit, I work so much, I don't even know.
It's like I wouldn't spend that much money on it, but I say the $6 is worth it. It's a pretty good movie, and please believe me, it is actually suspenseful in the end. It does do that right. However, the twist was kind of coming a mile away.
Pretty much. But anyway, tell you guys think. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Check out Jongravesshow in the description below. And have a good one.
This movie was fun.
Peace out.